Hi, honey.
Hey, what is it? You alright?
It's your mother's birthday next week. I'm not sure what I should do for it, or what present I should buy her. This happens every year. I'm never sure what to do. It's important because it's your mother. It's a difficult decision, so I'm looking for your advice.
I'm not really sure, to be honest.
It's been 8 years since I married you. I feel I should be nice to her. Also, we've been married all this time and I barely see her family. It would be nice to see them more often. Maybe we could go and see them on your mother's birthday. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Also, you don't see your family that much either, so it'd be nice to go and see them all. If I had brothers or sisters, then I'd spend a lot more time talking to them than you do. I think the least we can do is make a better effort to stay in touch with them.
They might be busy, but it is a good idea. Maybe we could go and see my mother on her birthday.
Okay, great. Hi, we're about to pull up. Oh, great. It's always nice to see my daughter-in-law. I've prepared a lot of food for you. I went to great effort to make this food, but it's worth it for you. That's nice. You really didn't need to. Just coming to see you on your birthday is enough. In fact, we should have made the food for you. I'm so happy that we can get together and have a big celebration. We really don't see each other enough. That's true. I'm really happy that you can come over and see it. It's such a nice surprise. I'm happy too. We should really make an effort to see each other more in the future. It's the least I can do for my mother-in-law. It must have been difficult since your husband passed away. I often worry about how you are. I think it's only fair if I do my best to make sure you're okay. Thank you. You're so considerate towards me. Oh no! Something terrible has happened! Please come over at once. I need your help. I'm coming now. Oh my gosh, that was a shock. How is she? I barely slept last night.
My sister is in a bad way. This really is a bad thing for her. How is she gonna get by now? I always thought he was a good guy, but to cheat on her and then just walk out like that in the middle of the night? I can't believe he would do such a thing, and there is no way I can forgive him for that. My sister said she suspected something was going on for a long time, but could never prove it. He was coming home late and not showing much interest in her. He was also spending a lot more time going out and socializing, no doubt with that other woman. She tried to check his phone, but he had a password on it. He'd never done that before. Obviously, he wanted to hide something. Well, at least we now know and we can start to move on and get over it. This is the new situation that we all have to deal with. My sister will be on her own for the time being.
That is tough. A real bad situation to deal with. It must have hurt your mother too. It was such a shock. I can't believe he would do that. Especially when they've been together for so long. He should have been more mature about it. They have a kid together. How is your sister? Have you spoke to her again today? If there's anything I can do, then please ask. I'd be so happy to help in a time like this.
She is really bad. She's really upset about it. Maybe things will start to improve, but it'll take time. My mother is upset about this whole thing too.
I suppose she does have a good family who can help her. Your mother is a really nice lady, and we can count on her to help. She has you too, and I'll do whatever I can. But it is going to be hard for her from now on. How is she going to pay for the baby? She might have to work herself, and then who is going to care for the baby?
I am so angry about this. When you get married and have kids, you're supposed to look after your kid for life. You shouldn't just be running off with some other girl. He should have done better. Now we have to deal with the mess.
Maybe we should go and see your sister in person and comfort her. We should also let her know that we can help her if she needs it.
Okay, that's a good idea. I'm gonna be at my mother's house for dinner this evening. I hope you don't mind.
Again? You've been doing this a lot recently. Don't you like my food?
No, it's not that. I just want to stay here with my mother and my sister. I want to spend some more time with them, so I'll stay here and eat with them. It's not about you. You know I love you as always.
It seems like you've become closer to your sister now. You didn't pay much attention to her for the whole of your life, but now you really care. It's nice of you to do this in such times.
It's just what I should do to be a good brother.
That's right.
She's getting divorced, so I should do my best to console and support her. Life is going to be very difficult for her from now on, so I should be there by her side. If I wasn't here to help her, then who would be? Certainly not that lousy ex-husband. The child isn't even 2 years old yet, and now he doesn't have a dad? I feel like I should be there for him. I can't imagine how he feels. Maybe he doesn't even understand. Maybe I'll have to step in and be the dad.
But remember, you have your own son here at home. He's 5 years old and he needs his dad too. You can't neglect him because your sister has had a crisis. He's here waiting for you, so please come back soon.
Yes, of course. I'm not going to forget about him. How could I do that? We can go out on the weekend. I was planning this for a while, actually. I want to go to the zoo with him. I know he likes animals, so it'll be really nice to take him to the zoo.
That's so thoughtful of you. He'd like that.
I've already got tickets, so there's no need to worry. I'll also take him out for a nice meal, too.
Wonderful. Glad to hear it. When are you coming?
Soon. I'm a bit drunk now.
You're drunk? How much have you had to drink? This isn't like you. You don't usually drink that much alcohol. Are you okay? Is something bothering you? Is it to do with your sister?
Nothing. I'll sleep here tonight.
Okay, but don't drink anymore. Go to bed as soon as possible. Are you still at your mother's house?
Why?
What do you mean, why? Why are you there all the time? You almost never come home.
What's wrong? Why are you so angry about this? You know I'm over here helping them out. Weren't you the one who said I should spend more time here in the first place?
I understand that, but you should still come home more often. How is your sister these days? Isn't she improving? She must be a lot better now. Maybe you can start to come home more. Also, I'm worried about you. Ever since you went over there, you've done nothing but drink alcohol. It's not healthy and you should really cut down. It's expensive, too.
Sorry, there is nothing I can do. My mother and sister want me to drink with them, so I have to join in. I don't really want to be drinking this much, but they do it all the time, so how can I say no?
What about the child support that your sister is going to be getting? Are you going to spend it all on alcohol? It seems that way to me. You need to be more frugal with that money. It needs to pay for the baby and other things. Your mother might have a lot of money, but you should still be careful you don't spend too much.
No need to worry. You know my mother is wealthy. She still gives me some money too. She can afford all of this. No need to worry.
How much money is she giving you? Why does she need to give you money?
She gives me about $500 per month.
Is that it?
What do you mean? Is that not enough for you? She needs the rest for herself. She's rich, but not that rich.
I don't understand why your mother is still giving you money. Aren't you old enough to look after yourself? My father has to work really hard to earn his money, and you still get money from your mother.
Can't you just be happy for me? This benefits you too.
It might benefit me, but that doesn't mean it's a good thing. You should only spend what you earn. Isn't that a good principle? If you're still dependent on your parents, then it means you need to get your life together.
I know that, but if my mother wants to give me some money, then just let her do it. Would you rather we didn't get this money? Life would be harder for you that way. My sister got divorced and things are really tough for us right now. Maybe you could stop complaining all the time.
I'm not complaining. I'm just giving you some healthy life advice.
Well, stop it. Have you remembered that next week we're all going on a bit of a vacation together? We wouldn't be going if it wasn't for my parents subsidizing us all. So please, just be a little more grateful.
Going on vacation again? You're always going on vacation and you don't even pay for these things. Your sister is in a bad situation and you just spend your time getting drunk and now you're going on vacation again. It seems like you have a life of luxury and your parents pay for it all. Don't you think you're treated too nicely?
Can you give me a break, please, and stop nagging? We are going away to try and make my sister feel better. She's really down at the moment and needs cheering up. We're going to go to an all-inclusive resort and rest for a few days. My parents are paying for it all, but there's nothing wrong with that. They don't like seeing their daughter so sad and they want to do something to try and cheer her up. I think you should be happy for us.
Have you already booked everything?
Yes, we have, I think. I don't know actually, but I think my parents have got it all sorted. I don't need to plan anything. I just sit back and relax and they do all the hard work. It's nice to have parents that care about you, don't you agree?
Are you going to invite me to go with you?
Sorry, but there won't be any room. There is only enough space for my family. You'll just have to look after yourself for a few days. I'm sure you can manage to do that. Maybe you'll even enjoy some time on your own. You can do some thinking and self-reflection.
Hello. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thanks. I just thought of you, so wanted to ask you how you were. Nothing serious, just hadn't spoken to you in a long time. Hope you're doing okay. I know you've been through a rough time lately. Don't worry, things get better in time. I've not seen you in a long time. Hopefully we can get together sometime soon. That would be nice. Maybe we can go drinking together. I always drink with my brother, but I didn't think that you like drinking. If you want to, you can come over and get drunk with us all. I do drink on occasion, but I don't drink a lot. Maybe I wouldn't be able to drink as much as you. I might be a bit boring if I came to one of your parties. How about the vacation? How is the planning for that going? Oh, is that why you wanted to speak to me? About the vacation? Yeah. My husband doesn't want me to go, but I really wish I could join you. What do you think? You think it'd be okay? Oh, you really want to come too? That sounds like it might be fun. I thought it was going to just be for me and my family, but maybe they'll be happy if you come too. But if you came, you might struggle to fit in the room. I think we only booked one room, and there might not be enough room for you. I don't think there are any spare beds. Oh, that's a shame. I don't really like the idea of squeezing into a small room. I'd rather have something to myself. If you came and had something to drink, then you wouldn't notice the room was so small. Maybe you could just sleep on the sofa or something. I don't know if that's a good idea. We should really try to organize something. It would be so nice if you were to come and join us. The bar at the hotel is going to be really great. I've heard so much about it. Maybe we can see if we can get something sorted. But I don't know. Maybe you should just enjoy it without me. I also have something else to talk to you about. I've heard that you've been struggling to find work. It might be difficult for you right now, but the sooner you return to work, the better. It would really help with your situation if you get a job. It just so happens that my cousin works at a small company. They need someone to work in their office. You'll be doing basic office work like sorting files and taking phone calls. Would you be interested in this kind of work? He told me that the salary would be quite good. Also, if you do well, you might be in line for a promotion. If you get a promotion, then they'll give you a car to drive. I heard it was a BMW, and a nice one too. What do you think? Could you accept this? What are you talking about? Why are you asking me about work? Is this why you contacted me? You want me to work for your cousin? I think I'm just trying to be nice to you. It would be a win-win situation. I know that the child support you're getting isn't that much, so it might be a good idea to get a job too. Also, that way you won't be so dependent on your parents. You might also find something better to do than drinking all the time. It's really not good for your health to drink that much. There's no need to worry about me. My parents can give me some money, and the child support is enough right now. Also, I need a break from anything stressful. I want some time on my own to just be free and relax. Who cares if I drink a little bit too much alcohol? I'm still young. It won't be doing much harm to my body. I work 2 jobs, and you're just there not working at all. Don't you think it would be better if you got out of the house and did something more productive? You also can't be sure that your parents will always be able to subsidize you. And what if your ex-husband stops paying the child support? What will you do then? It's a good idea to build up some savings now so you have something just in case things go bad in the future. Yeah, sounds like a good suggestion. Maybe I can do that in the future. But for now, I just want to relax and enjoy myself. You don't need to worry about me. I'll be fine. My parents can look after me. And if they're happy with me, then it's okay.
Did you contact my sister to give her some kind of money advice? What did you do that for? It is none of your business. If she doesn't want to work, then she doesn't have to. You keep your nose out of my family's affairs.
What? What did I do wrong? I just had a nice little conversation with your sister. Maybe you should keep your nose out of our business. I was just telling her that there was a job at my cousin's business and that maybe she might be interested. I told her that it would be good for her to get out and start working again. How could you have a problem with this? It's just some good life advice. Oh, and I also suggested she should be less dependent on her parents. Something you could learn about too.
What has gotten into you? Giving out all this advice? You've overstepped the line, in my opinion.
Why?
Are you trying to take advantage of my sister's bad situation to get a worker for your cousin's business? You thought you could get someone on the cheap because she didn't have anything better to do.
No, that isn't the reason at all. I genuinely care about her and want the best for her. I also want the best for your parents. I was also really worried about her drinking too much alcohol. She seems to be getting into a negative spiral and you really aren't helping her. She's been through a bad situation and alcohol isn't going to help her. What if she becomes dependent on it? I think she needs to get out and do something to stop her from drinking so much.
It's not a bad idea, but I still think you shouldn't be getting involved. I don't think there's anything wrong with how much she's drinking. Everyone has their own limit, and you don't even drink that much, so of course it would be a shock to you.
Is it really that bad? What do you want me to do? Contact her again and tell her everything is okay? Maybe I should encourage her to drink more if that's what you want.
You just stay out of it from now on. I'll deal with it. We're going on a family vacation soon, and I can talk to her then.
Another family vacation? Let me guess, your parents are paying for everything again?
They may or may not be. Again, it is none of your business. If we want to go on a vacation, then we will do. My mother really likes it when we all go away on vacation. She couldn't go without us. This time, we are going to get a room with a giant family-sized bed.
That's just weird.
Oh, be quiet for a moment. I'd invite you to come with us, but I know you wouldn't want to come. It would be too uncomfortable for you.
So you're going away without me again? When are you going to start thinking about me? All you do is drink and travel with your family. Why did you marry me if you were just going to leave me like this?
I'm sorry, but I have to be nice to my family. My mother doesn't want to travel without her children, so what can I do? I couldn't say no to her.
I can't believe you aren't taking me. It's outrageous.
Sorry, just try to forget about it. You can be happy on your own while we're away. I'll phone you in the evening before we start drinking, just to make sure you're okay.
More drinking. So you and your jobless sister are going away to drink with your parents all weekend? You'd rather do this than spend time with me. I can't believe you do this.
I love you, but I love my family too. After I come back, we can do something fun together.
Will you have enough money to spend on me? Aren't you spending it all on alcohol and drink with your sister?
Stop bringing up the fact that my sister doesn't have a job, please. She just broke up with her husband, and she has a child that's only 2 years old. She really doesn't have the time to go out and get a job, and it's not her fault. For the first few years of a child's life, it's important that they have a lot of contact with their mother. For the time being, there is no chance my sister is going to get a job, and if our family is happy with this, then why not let it happen? Please, stop trying to interfere and tell us what to do. We can manage ourselves.
When I had our child, I went back to work very quickly. You never had a problem with that. You didn't mention it at all, but now you're very protective of your sister and you don't want her to work.
I'm busy now. I don't have time to talk to you. Talk later.
Don't just leave me like this. Answer me!
Hello, my daughter. How are you?
Hi, Dad. Sorry. I have been meaning to contact you, but I just didn't get around to it. Sorry, I've just been busy. That's all.
It doesn't matter. I understand that you have other things to do. It's also a good idea to talk to your mother more often. You know she misses you and thinks about you all the time.
Okay, I will do. How is she? Is she okay? No problems, I hope.
She's fine, no problems. She's really healthy, actually. Work is going well, too. Since the end of the pandemic, she's had a lot of customers, so she's happy about that. It seems like the business is making a full recovery, and it can only get better in the future.
It must be hard running a restaurant, but I'm so glad to hear it's going well. I was worried that the pandemic might have changed people's habits, but it seems things have gone back to normal. How about you, Dad? You're okay too?
Yes, I am. I'm nearly at retirement age, but I'm still enjoying work life for now. I have to work for a few more years, but it shouldn't be that bad. I'm still reasonably healthy too. You have to start thinking about these things too. The sooner you start planning for retirement, the better.
I will do, Dad. I'm just happy to hear that you and Mother are doing okay. I often worry about it. I sometimes feel that I should be supporting you more, but I'm really not in the position to do that. Sorry.
Don't you worry about that. We can look after ourselves right now. Maybe in the future we might need some help from you, but not now.
That's good to hear. But if there's anything you need, then don't hesitate to ask me. If you want me to buy you anything, then ask me right away. I'll be able to help you out.
Okay, I will do, but I know that I can rely on you. By the way, how is that girl? The one that got divorced?
Oh, her? She's been a bit stressed, but she's okay now. It hurt her, but she can get over it, I think. It's caused a little bit of trouble for me, actually. My husband is always with her. He doesn't have as much time for me. I feel like he's almost forgotten about me. He seems to be focused on her and trying to make her happy.
It's understandable. If she lost her husband, then she must be really unhappy. She probably needs her family to watch over her and make sure she's okay.
That's right, but what about me? He should still look after me.
Your husband has done a lot for you. He's a real nice guy. I know he cares about you, so don't be too bothered by it. He's just spending some time looking after his sister. I'm sure he'll be back by your side in no time at all.
Thanks for the encouragement. I guess he is just being nice to her. I should be more accommodating.
Hey, I got a call from the real estate guy. He told me about a decent apartment near our house. Maybe we could move into it. What do you think? It's quite a big place too, bigger than what we currently have.
Really? Bigger? I always wanted to move into a bigger place. That would make life much easier. I suppose we have been good in saving a lot of money. Maybe it's time for us to move to a nicer place.
We've saved up a lot of money, but we still need a bigger loan to get this place. It's a luxury apartment with 5 bedrooms, so it's a little bit out of our price range.
Oh, is it that expensive? Can we afford it then?
We can afford it because my sister will be paying towards it too.
Why is she going to do that?
I've agreed with her that she can move in with us. It's a big apartment, so we'll all be able to live there together. I think it is going to be great. One big family under one roof.
What? She's going to live with us too? You didn't even ask for my approval. I'd much rather we had our own place to ourselves. I don't really think I want to live with your sister. If we are only moving to please your sister, then I don't want to do it. We'll have to get another loan, just for her. It's going to be a little bit of a risk for us. What will my parents think if they know we are taking such risks just to make your sister happy? I honestly don't know what to say about this.
What's wrong? I thought you'd really like the idea of living with my sister. You don't want to? You can have another girl to talk to.
I thought she was about to start a new job in another part of town. Would it be practical for her to live with us? Also, she gets a lot of money in child support. Can't she get her own place? Finally, I know she likes drinking a lot of alcohol. What if you and her just end up getting drunk every night? How could I survive?
She doesn't have a lot of money right now. Maybe things will get better in the future, but right now it is not so good. I want to help her out a bit while she's going through a bad patch. You and I both have jobs, so it's nothing to worry about. Even if she isn't working right now, we can pay for everything. My mom wants her private space back, so she doesn't want my sister living there much longer. I said that I could look after her. I don't think it's a problem.
So what you mean is we all live together and we pay for her and look after her. I can't believe it!
There's nothing to worry about. The apartment is really big. Certainly big enough for all of us to live in. She might get a job soon too, and then she can pay more towards the house.
What's the point of moving into a bigger place if you're going to share it with your sister? I want a bigger place just for the two of us. You say you want a bigger place, but if she moves in with us, then it's going to feel like a smaller place. It's going to be so cramped in there. How could I cope?
Why do you have to be like this? Can't you just agree for once?
Be like what? She's over 30. She should be able to look after herself by now. She got divorced, not us. I don't see why we should have to suffer. We have decent jobs and we're happy together. So why do we have to live this kind of a lifestyle? We're at the age where we should be happy with our lives.
We can be happy with her living with us. It's not going to be difficult for us. I think that you'll get used to it once we have lived together for a while.
She's been living with your mother for a while now, and she still hasn't got a job. What makes you think she'll change? All she does is live off your parents' money and drink alcohol. I think she'll try and do the same with us.
Is this what kind of person you are? No sympathy for people in their time of need? No care for me or my family? When you married me, you also married my family, so you'll have to think about them as well. When people are struggling, you should do more to help them.
I do care about other people, but not when they are being unreasonable. I spent a lot of time caring for our child. I don't have time to care for any more people. If she moves in, then she's bringing her child with her. I won't have time to care for her and her child. Don't you think you're being unfair on me? You're just increasing my suffering.
I've had enough of talking to you right now. I'm gonna leave you alone to think about what you're saying. I sincerely hope that you find it in your heart to change the way you think about this whole thing.
Hi there, that's a nice photo. Really cute. Isn't he cute? He's growing so fast. It's so nice to live in a house with children. They're so fun and full of life. You could say that? I think it would be so nice for you if you could live with my grandson. Wouldn't it be nice to live together in one big house? Live together? My son told me you hate the idea of living with them. I can't understand why. It would be so nice. Also, my daughter has been through a bad time. Maybe you could be a bit nicer to her. I didn't realize you had such a selfish side. I thought you were a caring and kind woman. I suppose when times are tough, that's when you get to see a person's true character. I just wish you'd be more helpful to us all. You're just going to refuse her like this. I can't accept it. It's just not fair. She's been living with me for a while now, and I've been accepting over it. Now it's your turn. I understand that times are difficult, but I'd really rather not live together in one apartment. It would be too small and really stressful for me. I like to have my own space. Your daughter may have had a bad time, but I think she's using it as an excuse to live off other people. All she does is eat and drink alcohol. She needs to learn to look after herself again. It's not my job to look after her, and I don't see why I should have to deal with this. I can't believe you!
Have you gone crazy? How dare you speak to my mother like that? Are you trying to hurt everyone here, trying to cause as much trouble as you can? Come home now, I need to talk to you. Where are you? Why aren't you home? Are you playing some kind of game? Get back here now.
Who are you to order me back to my own house? Do you even remember how we got that house? My parents gave us a lot of money to help us buy it. If it wasn't for them, then where would we be? Probably still renting. So lose the attitude. It's not your house, so you have no right to tell me what to do. Also, I don't remember your family doing much to help us. And now you want your sister to live with us too.
Sorry, maybe you're right. I've just been really stressed out recently, and I wanted to do everything I can to help my sister. You're right, I should have been a little nicer to you. I'm sorry.
Sorry? You think that's good enough? What if I just kicked you out now? What if I ordered you out of the house? What if we got divorced? You wouldn't get much of a payout. Most of the house belongs to me.
I'm sorry, it seems I got a bit carried away. As I said, I'm just trying to help people out. I didn't mean to be so rude to you. If you come back home now, then we can talk it over again. I hope we can find some kind of solution that we're both happy with.
Why should I come back and talk to you? Why don't you just get out of my house? Maybe you can go and live with your mother for a while. You wanted your sister to come and live in my house? Crazy! I had had enough of him and his games. I decided it was time to get a divorce. There was no way I could accept a lifetime of serving him and his sister. They had gone too far this time, and I'd had enough. I told the divorce lawyer all about the pressure they had been putting me through, and he agreed it was grounds for a divorce. I got custody rights to our child and almost all of the property. It was my parents who had given us most of the money towards that place, so naturally it was returned to me. He left with very little, although he does have to pay child support from now on. My parents were shocked by the whole thing, but they soon accepted it. They saw that I was so unhappy in that relationship, and the sooner I started a life without him, the better. Those days are over now, and I can start to move forward. Sometimes I wonder if I made the right decision, but as time goes by, I become more and more confident I did. I have a new life to look forward to now, and there is no going back. I'm living back with my parents at the moment. It's so nice to be surrounded by people who love me. I hope this continues for a long time. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.